Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master of propaganda, of here to glorious 2v2 on Pachino Farmlands. Yes, indeed. In the south stands MS Glasc. Is it Mrs. Glasc Cannon? MS Glasc C? I don't know. We just call them Glasc. Fun here, though, for the Wehrmacht, alongside Toxic Gren forming up here with the 26th Panzer Division. We got to meet choice of Mechanized play for Toxic Gren. In the north stands Focus and Evil Dead. Fun here for a British-American combined force. 91st Infantry Division linking up here with the 8th Infantry Division, holding lines in the face of a German counterattack here, meant to try and break a wedge into the American-British lines. So we got a Grenadier for Toxic Grenadier, we got Grenadiers and plenty of ponies, meanwhile here for Glasc. Meanwhile, the Americans setting up the Pathfinder with each choice of Airborne here for Evil Dead, allowing to grab more territory in the early game. And for the British, we're looking at, I imagine, just a bunch of sappers into an infantry section. So we're off to the races here as always. Big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast. I'll keep making all these videos on a daily basis. So again, big thanks to all those wonderful devils. And a big thanks to all those wonderful people too who keep liking and commenting on my videos. Helps out immensely with getting the video out to as many people as possible. So, after those you've seen, of course, notice I actually, for once, remember to have the unique collars turned on from the very start of the match. I'm making progress, people. I'm making progress. And someone's just lucky here there. And running into the wilderness, never to be seen again. South side here, the Gren is pushing forward here. Pathfinders from a defensive line machine, and they're being hauled forward here to start heading those on counter there with MD425. They quickly suppressing one Evil Dead's rifle squads here. Pathfinders are doing what they can. We got an immediate choice of the utility package, opening it for smoke, flares, and of course, rifle grenades. Rifle there trying to hold their posteriors to safety across fences. As the Germans are in fierce pursuit of Evil Dead here, of course, flanking up him, and good use of the small stream here to get behind the Germans. Flanking MD42 there. Good work there. And meanwhile up north here, another push going forwards here by Glasc against Focus. Switching over to Glasc here, by the way, who has gone for breakthrough. Durchbruch. Sappers there, though, caught the info to the pioneers out rapidly forced away. British forces, though, crossing the stream here, getting past the MD42 there. Helmut, though, is just too slow, but the Sappers, though, at least will be met with fierce machine gun fire there, and they're being absolutely torn apart there. Robbie goes down, and so does Leonard, leaving only 2 men here to carry on the spirit of Sapper Section 15. And you're turning around here, section taking a lot of damage, punish rushing as well here. In the end, though, we see here that Focus is forced off. In the south, though, as I was busy here, though, American forces overwhelmed Toxic Grenadiers, position machine is forced away. Rifleman Pathfinders there, found a path, a weakness in Toxic Grenadiers' lines and overwhelmed him here. So even in the Germans seeing success in the north here, in the south, they're seeing defeat, dismay, and donuts. Up north, though, British forces are continually trying to withstand here the German assault, but it is not going well here. Glasc is pouring onwards. Interesting enough, we're not seeing any MP40s being handed out here to the men. None at all. Kind of machine and pistol in field six. A bit disappointing there, but oh well. Grenadier moving 40 for Toxic Grenadiers there. Pathfinders grabbing points, and looks like they were briefly firing a flare there. Perhaps couldn't quite make up the mind. Machine gun being hauled forward by Toxic Grenadier. We got a Panzer Grenadier company up here, and we got a Luftwaffe company up. So both players going each the separate ways here. Up north there, Glasc spreading out a bit now. Looking to see some more territory. Of course, this opens up for Focus to counterattack. We got rapid production. So could still, of course, go for the MP40s, but perhaps what Glasc is actually planning is to switch out some of these Grenadiers for Jaegers. And of course, particularly with this Grenadier squad already low on health, this actually makes a lot of sense. No need to get healing and just transfer out some low health Grenadiers for a full health Jaeger squad. Thumbs up. It's actually one way I like to use the transporters there personally, is just to transfer out, like, you know, low health Grenadiers for something a bit more effective long term. So there you go, Grenadiers ready here. Just needs a bit of extra manpower, and then you transfer them out here. Well, of course, that's what we're doing there. Again, less than half health. A lot of these Grenadiers just going to die anyway, so better send them back for recovery. And there we go, exactly what Glasc does. Thumbs up. Meanwhile, British forces have finally broken here Glasc's lines, taking advantage of the extended force here and the lack of infantry until the Jaeger's been brought up. as the second of, well, I guess, 7th Jäger Regiment sends into the 2nd Jäger Company to assist the 26th Panzer Division. Pathfinders are into trouble. We got Panzergrenadier out here for Toxic Grenadier, and considering I believe he did have 2 out, he might have to transfer out one of his Grenadier squads for Panzer Grenadiers as well there. Thumbs up! I do feel like transfer orders is an ability I think more Velma players still need to get used to, and for some it does feel a bit uncomfortable, but I would say unless you got like MP40 Grenadiers like right away, or very veteran Grenadiers, you typically like in some level just better off transferring that a lot of the time. Like Panzer Grenadiers and Jaegers. But we also got more Jaegers and Panzers being trained for both sides. Allied forces so far, though, have managed to push the Germans back across the river here, I think, in most circumstances. Definitely rough start for the Germans. Very rough here. Up north here, Jäger still with scope D for the free spotting a Sap section out in the open. Opening up there with the Gewehr 43. Sappers are taking minor losses. North side here, Grenadiers flanking up around the section here as Focus keeps prying deeper into German lines. South side, we see here that both Focus and Evil Dead linked up here. We got early bars up for Evil Dead. In fact, so to Evil Dead here. My apologies. Captain, Triple Rifleman, Double Pathfinders here. 91st Infantry holding the line, but we can see there the supporting teammates of the 8th Infantry Division are being forced back here. MD42 hanging back, few upon them being grabbed back by Panzergrenadiere. It's a hectic battle, that much is for sure here. Panzergrenadiere with their Sturmgewehr 44 ripping into those Pathfinders, and what is this? M6 anti-tank mines, meaning he actually didn't go for this, he actually went for the demolitions package, allowing him to both lay down demolition charge, but crucially anti-tank mines. Oh, looks like that one got cancelled with most of his troops there. That is an interesting choice. It's obvious, not possibly could have been a misclick, but part of me really hopes it isn't, because that's a really cool idea. I mean, these anti-tank mines are really good, but they still don't see a lot of usage. Panzer's going points here, right from setting out. Further up north here, Glasc launching a fresh assault here now, of course, bolstered by countless Jaegers. The British positions are starting to look a bit more suspect here in the face of aggressive German elite troops. Here's the Jaegers were in fact elite infantry units, but they're sort of meant for rough terrain. Basically, you know, forest, hilly terrain, swamps, like basically anything like, you know, not quite mountainous, but still like, you know, pretty tough rather, like troops just to move through. That was sort of the area the Jaegers were meant to operate in. Fun fact. Sees in the center of the Panzer Grenadiers. We got mines there in the center. Thumbs up to Evil Dead. Up north, though, British forces of Mantle and M3 stood counterattacking to the German lines. Glasc is actually prepared here as Focus comes in, charging as Sam's being pushed back here by the Jaegers and MD42 here. But the Steward strikes out there with its 30mm gun and its Quackshall 30 cal there. Pushing back machine gun crew, and we got Focus diving in deep here with the Lee Enfield for the recce sections. Grenades off here, bomb grenade on return here. Right from there, dodging it quite nicely. Quite some hectic action in the south here. Looks like some armor is out there for the Germans. I'm guessing a Stug and Sturmgeschütz. No, it's the Arctrat, of course, with a mechanized choice there. And for Glasc, we got the Marder 3 Ausführung M. Spicy. Last model of the Marder 3 series. There was over a total of 3. There was the Marder sort of just 3 with the Soviet anti-tank gun converters using Pak 40 ammunition. Then you had the Marder 3H, which is very similar to this one, but with the gun shield and the entire thing sort of more towards the center and an actual whole machine gun in the front still. And this is sort of, I would say, the final model there. Fun fact. South side here, Arctrat there grabbing points. Moving forwards here with the 26th Panzer Division. British forces again securing as much as they can here. Pushing the German terrain, or lines there, back across the river here. Sending big seas for the Pathfinders in the south here. Grenadiers caught here by the route squad with the BARs. We've got the Arctrat there almost fixed up here for Toxic Grenadier. And the 5th Panzer Grenadier Company. Bit of quiet here for once. Germans, I imagine, are recomposing themselves. A lot of troops they need of healing, in particular all these Jaegers. Will need a fair bit there before they can commit to the next assault. Panzer Grenadiers lining up for the next push. We've got the machine that coming the fuel point here. The Allies have also just been very good at just being aggressive, supporting each other, and that stood again really threw a wrench into the German, I think, tactical plans there. Though, of course, the Arctrat should give Toxic Grenadier a bit more oomph. It is worth noting, I think he's only got 2 Panzer Grenadiers. Score 2 was in a bit from a third one, but he's currently going for a Pak 40. That probably means he's not going to rush out for Stugs, tragically. Panzer Grenadier route squad, we got Pathfinders, GIs there. And up north here, though, we got Glasc. They're pushing forwards here with the Jaegers. The Marder 3. Recce section, they're forced off, unable to withstand here the amassed might here of the 2nd Jaeger Company attached to the 26th Panzer Division. Panzer's here in trouble, though. We got Raven streaming in here. It's back to Toxic Grenadier. And we got another Marder, it would appear, for Glasc. Yes, indeed. Double Marder 3. I feel like I don't see those a lot personally here. Particularly not on 1v1, but 2v2, there's definitely some players who like to go for them, and I'm certainly not complaining. But there you go, double Marder 3s there. In the south here, anti-tank that's being airdropped, of course, as a counter here to the Artrad. Bomb grenade completely flubbed here, and the rest of Toxic Grenades falls more towards the center there. Good shot on the suit Artrad, good hit of mine here. Thankfully for Toxic Grenadier, that was only a regular British mine and not the M6. Had that been the M6, that Artrad would have been toast, as that does 600 damage, meaning, like, obviously Mars would be dead, but the Artrad would be dead. Even like a Stug would go down from that. These mines are very powerful. Of course, the Germans have similar mines. For the Wehrmacht, it's the Riegel mine you can put down from the 250.5 track. And with the DAC, it's the Teller mine you can get within Italian infantry. In fact, the only ones not, I believe, at the moment to have a heavy anti-tank mine are, in fact, the British. So, little fun fact there. Jaegers screwing about there, Recce segment up again. Germans really struggling. The British and the Americans are just quite aptly able to just keep attacking. And what is this? Is this? Actually, yes, we're looking at a Crusader rush here from Focus, really leveraging that early map control against the Germans, just swinging in there. Nothing further here, though, for Toxic Grenadier. We got the Marders, they're moving northwards here. The dual Marder 3 Model M's. Jaegers versus Recce, or regular section, which is about to become a Recce section here. A lot of scope weapons, and worth noting, by the way, Glasc is not going for a single Panzerschreck team. Going all in on the G43 scopes for the Jaegers and leaving the anti-tank work to the Marders is actually quite interesting to see there. So, 2 thumbs up to Glasc. Recce section falls back here. In the south here, German forces, they're getting flanked by the Pathfinders. Nice rifle grenade. Nothing lethal, but crucially, the Pentagon's are so unhealthy that for Toxic Grenade to keep the run would be, quite frankly, a waste of manpower. Over to Glasc. With their triple Jaegers, 1 aiming for 2 double ponies, again, double Marder 3 here. Moving up here, Stuart, the quicker, and Crusader now moving in here. Jaegers in trouble here. It's a hard combined push from the Americans and the British. Jaegers, they're being caught. Marder being caught as well here. Second Marty turn around here. We got the Stuart driving in here. Double shot there from the Martyrs. First one goes through, but the second misses. The Stuart's going to get out of there. Marder's lining up for another volley here, and the Stuart is knocked out here. The double Marder combo does it in. Small bit of reprieve here for the Germans. A small victory there. And we got a Wirbelwind? Alright. Haven't seen many of those at all. So that is a interesting choice here, though, from Glasc. Very interesting choice. And we got blitzkrieg tactics. Jaegers busy up north here, but lacking Marders to support them. They're going to struggle a lot here as the Crusader here. Marders there could be holding in. Of course, there's a concern it could get flanked by something else. American forces breaking through in the center, backed up by British sappers in the south. We've got Toxic Grenadier launching another sortie. Captain almost body here, but the Panzerguns could go down. Center, again, we got the Allied push here. Up north, Crusader dives off. Yes, the Marder finally arrives here. And we got the Wirbelwind out now for Glasc. Crikey. So that's a lot going on here. Sappers in the center breaking through. We got foot guards now for Focus. We got the rifle squads here as the Panzer Grenadiers. We got grenades being unleashed in the machine gun. We got the Jaegers are supporting here. Sappers forced away. Crusader now switching towards the center. Really good mobility here by the British and the Americans, I think, in terms of how they handle the units. Toxic Grenadier feels a bit more static in that sense. So to a degree, I think, does Glasc. But oh well. Arctic being forced back here. Pack 40 abandoned, and the British forces make for it. Marders being sent in to plug the gap here, or risk total collapse here with the southern front line. Good shot on the Crusader. Jaegers flying up. He should have a chance to take out the Pack 40. In the south, Toxic Grenadier's forces are beleaguered. It's a complete collapse of the southern front almost. but timely intervention from Glasc saves the southern front. Up north here, Wirbelwind hits a mine, but not a heavy anti-tank mine, otherwise that would have been dead. Marder being rushed centerwards. Jaegers there, pushing in there. Glasc launching the men forwards there, pushing through the center here with the 2nd Jaeger Company. Attached to the 26th Panzer Division shoulder here. Crusader opening up, Marder moving in. In the south, they got 105 minutes German from Evil Dead. Let's pose his perspective. No paratrooper yet. We got Starstorm there as Toxic Grenier has pushed for the Panzer Company. Thumbs up. And Starstorm, I think, is a nice, excellent addition, but a bit surprised we're not seeing a paratrooper. Oh, God! Hear me! The Crusaders set off the anti-tank mine! Let's just... I just want to quickly check here. Sorry about this. Okay, it was only one Jaeger squad that got wiped out from that, but it's... Oh, goodness! That was brutal! In the south, Panzergrenadier pushing forward Toxic Grenadier, Sherman in and clearing the streets of any Germans off Pachino. Up north there, points being seized. We can see that Glasc is down to get more defensive, slightly can see the north side to support Toxic Grenadier more. Sherman in trouble here. We got Panzers dying 40 here. Marders arriving here to break through as well here. And we got Starstorm now arriving as well here. Very good push here by Glasc and Toxic Grenadier. A bit more coordination now, which I think is definitely needed. Riven in trouble here. Could get a wipe on Panzer's going to return, but no. Does force them back overall here. We still got more troops in the south here for the Americans and the 91st Infantry Division, 3rd Rifle Company. Achterards heading out. Grenadiers, machine gewehr, and Pioneers all good to go. And we got officers quarters up for the Panzer Company as well. They're immediately getting the Starstorm veterans 1 thumbs up to Toxic Grenadier. Very smart move there. Moving in with the Gewehr 43 and the MD42. Rifle grenade off though. Starstorm now. Taking it with the classic German sturdiness. And the South Route Corps flanking in here. Panzer is there closing up. Rifle diving in and then diving out. Alright guys, on the count of 3, we run! Achterards going at it. Marders here hanging about in reserve. Jaegers busy as the Crusader goes for the hunt. And we got foot guards being committed here as well there. Wirbelwind hanging back here. They survivingly called in. This is not like any American aircraft yet. So it will always be American aircraft, Ludwig. Always. Jaegers there getting pumped from all sides, occupying terrain. And we got paratroops flying the airdrop here for Evil Dead. Over to Focus, who still hasn't gone for a battle group at all, by the way. That does stand out a bit here. Could be armored here, but it could also be Indian artillery or British anti-battle group. I think they all offer something, but we got the paratrooper ready for Evil Dead. We got the Crusader here at it. Marders moving up here to support the Wirbelwind. Hellcat out for Evil Dead, moving up towards the center here. Completely missed that, because there's just so much going on this match. Wirbelwind getting pummeled here. Marder there firing here, hoping to catch the Crusader. Meanwhile, the Wirbelwind right next to it is getting hammered by the Hellcat. Fritz! We need support over here! Just wait a minute. I'm trying to catch this British tank hiding. Well, the Americans aren't hiding. Shoot them instead! Panzer is moving forwards. Foot guards. Recce section forwards. Jaegers doing the cannon here from the bridge. Crusader moving up. Hellcat moving in again here. Maschinengewehr and Panzerabwehrkanone being shifted northwards here as Evil Dead rush in. We got the Starstorm joining and machine gun defying at point blank range. The Americans are being ripped apart here. Pack 40 goes off. Grenade slamming through the machine crew. Panzer Grenadier push back here. It's a desperate battle here south of Pachino. British forces there. Men to get the fuel put outside here. Armor is in dire need of repairs. We've still got one Marder there. Panda falls in the way there for Toxic Grenadier, and Focus is floating a lot of manpower and fuel. Makes me starting to feel like he's actually going to go for British Armoured. And it's just holding out for Crocodile here. Not Crocodile, but the Black Prince. Technically, if I think find the Crocodile in the files, I think he was featured in the Italian campaign. But anyways, Starstorm moving through the Recce section here. No, it goes for another Crusader tank here now. Oh no, it's a Matilda too. Alright. Oh, the way that works in the south here, American forces forcing off Toxic Grenadier from the south side. Up north here, Glasc launches a counterattack here against Focus forces. Forcing them to focus and get out of there. But the Germans remain firmly on the defensive here, even as they're trying to push forwards here. 105 with Sherman with Hellcat support moving southwards here, though that Hellcat could do with some repairs, truth be told. Panzerkampfpanzer arriving. Starstorm meanwhile getting back for some healing. Farmlands up there. I think 2 toxic around here. Very sensible move. Outclassed at it.
Heavy tank has been completed.
He's gone for a second vehicle event, so that's 2 vehicle events, 2 martyrs from Glasc. Now that is a very interesting choice. Over to toxic around here. Now with a more solid looking infantry component, though we'll definitely need more armor. Could actually start pulling for Panthers here, I suppose. Hellcat gets off a great shot on the Panther 4. Panzer Grenadiers, armor castering the troops in the south. It's a massive build up here of infantry on both sides, so certainly one more fairing the Americans. Pack for 40 around here. Good shot on the Hellcat. Evil Dead will need to withdraw that Hellcat before it goes straight into hell. But the pack crew does so extend, getting caught with the paratroopers and the captain. Fortunately for Toxic around here, the paratroopers have bazookas and not machine guns. And up north here, another brawl is also breaking out here with martyrs and vehicle with a bit of Jäger support. Caught up in a brawl here with Focus. Pushing back a wreckage section, machine gun there dealing with the foot guards here, and now the Matilda is suddenly a big exposed target here. Martyrs come up. You could even fire a flare here from the Jaegers if you happen to spot ahead for the Martyrs if he needs it. Foot guards forced away here. We got the Crusader crashing through the walls of Pachino. 6-pounder gun though, nice and ensconced amongst the walls and the trees here. Ambushes. Glasc's armor forces at the back here. In the south, Toxic Grenadiers line holds, but they haven't been able to push back the Americans from the south. And even got here the anti-tank gun dug in there by the Sun Vector Point, making things tough here for Toxic Grenadier. Crusader got the machine gun. That's probably going to get wiped and destroyed. Actually, no something the Panther yet here though for Toxic Grenadier. Despite having the command points. But of course, B's not going to rush straight for the Panther. We'll have to see. In the south, though, tanks, armored cars, and trouble. Infantry doing most of the heavy lifting here versus Evil Dead. Got 237 versus 373. We got another tank on the way for the British, and we got a flak 30 for Glasc. Panthers can be called in here. And it is another Crusader here for Focus. And finally, after roughly 20 minutes or so, there's a bit of breathing space for me because, good golly, that was intense. Meanwhile, though, my breathing space is about to vanish into thin air as Focus gets ready to cross the stream again, right into the martyr here. Interesting enough, despite having one of these wreckage sections, it doesn't appear there's like a lot of flares being used to scout ahead here in advance of any assault here. I feel like that's something in that Focus may want to do. Though admittedly, I've not really seen much flares from Glasc either. Over to Glasc though. Like, yeah, it appears like none of the Jaegers so far have used flares recently. Grenades off here and the Panzer is pushing them back. Almost. And looks like Glasc is going straight for the Tiger tank here. And I'd say fairly unusual build order, but that only makes it more interesting. Crusaders lining up here for another push against the Germans. Jaegers here from Glasc trying to keep the center clear. But we got foot guards for the wreckage section support flanking up here past the Jaegers. But we got a flak 30 out here. 20 minutes of the game, which you really don't see then. Of course, immediately veterans one, thanks to the officer quarters as well there. Ripping through those foot guards. That's a lot of flak fire, by the way, here from Glasc. That's 2 Vibblebins and a flak 30. And now, Toxic Grenadiers finally called in the Panther. The Panzerkampfwagen arrives to support here and buttress the southern effort. We got air reconnaissance going in here. We'll have to see how the Vibblebins take care of that. And the flak 30 if it does fire at it. Meanwhile, the Air Force going in there. Crusaders being moved in as well here. Martyrs arriving to assist here. And there you go, it got shot down, crashing down near the flak 30. Up north, the Jaegers push back here. In the south, the assault from Focus and Evil Dead seems to be called off here due to a realization there's a lot more Germans there than initially banking on. Alright, chaps, don't worry, it's just half a platoon. No, wait, getting in new reports. Half a reinforced company with Panthers. I think we wait. Panther moving in here. Now it's Toxic Grenadiers. Time to finally go on the offensive. Powered up by the might of Kruppstahl and Pulse engines, he goes forwards. Panther shrugging off shots with his mighty movement armor. Crusaders being caught as the Martins supporting. Good combined push here by Glasc and Toxic Grenadier, ripping through the allies in the south here, though, of course. This isn't going all smoothly. Flak 30 being assailed here by Matilda as Focus counterattacks into the flank here of the Germans, taking advantage of the hard push in the south. People have been rushed in a desperate attempt here. We got British force now arriving, further exploiting the opening here in the center Good push here by Focus. Marder's being rushed in, but now it's the Vilbins sometimes hold up with all this. Could try and pop focused fire. Marder's engaging the Matilda. Flak 30's buttoning it. Second Vilbin arriving. More Marder fire there in the Matilda, but we got foot guards here. Unloading bazooka rocket after bazooka rocket into the Marders. Oh, to Evil Dead here. Marder kaput, but we got the Vilbins now heading back here. It's a furious flurry of flak fire. Infantry is being absolutely torn limb from limb, and then some in the south. Charger Grenadiers line to hold. Those panzers will need some repairs. And the Starstorm, of course, also the line. Phew. No additional salve armor, though, here from Evil Dead, interestingly enough. Actually gone for a weapon support center, interestingly enough, here. But I figured like more Shermans or Hellcats or something here, but Evil Dead seemingly has not quite gone for that. And section's about to go up to the punch because no! Toxic Grenadier falls short here, much to the preview of Focus. Crusaders are still at it. German arms being moved towards the center here. Smoke deployed here by the Jaegers. Looks like they're going to try and make off for the 6-pounder gun. Yes, indeed. Not that it worked out. That was a bit too obvious what was going on there. Panther being dispatched from the south towards the center. Panther 4 still need repairs. So, what about those repairs? The engine's on fire. I mean it, the engine's about to blow. Ralph Corp in for 2 there. Panther supposed to use this bit as bait here. We got the house with the Sammers being absolutely wrecked by flak fire, and poor Gerald there sort of just like, can we go home now? I'd like to get home in at least 2 pieces. Reinforcing healing. Another push here though by Focus against the positions. We got supply drops here though from Evil Dead. What could he be planning? I do not know. They're trying out the passing aircraft here. They got through safely. Massive Allied concentration of troops in the center now. North side is actually lightly defended. Theoretically, the Germans could muster. They could make like a big push there. Black 30 not recruit. And the church here occupied by foot guards is now the next target of all the German guns in the sector, plus a good grenade for good effort. And we're popping out to Focus. But it's finally gone for battle group. It was Indian necessarily for, I imagine, cheaper reinforcement, but also, you know, artillery. And we got a bombing run in here. Carpet bombing run against the lines of Toxic Grenadier here. 3 medium bombers going. We've got the flak field. They're firing at them. And does it get any of them? Looks like not. The certainly American gave them a good chunk. We've got a Tiger tank out for Glasc now. Found a 4th Spear Pant up Tylon. Finally was able to hold 1 of the Tiger tanks on the front line after many engine breakdowns in the road there. Panther Grenadiers ripping out an tank. We've got the 105 Sherman with virtually 2. Also where the Germans. Panther there still need repairs here. Tiger tank now dragging forwards here. Backed up by Armada. Sherman there gets a warning shot as the Tiger tank appears on the flank of it with its 88mm gun there. A great shot. Ripping through the tank's side there. Marder's Vilbins moving up the east side. We got a 17-pounder gun, I believe, there for, yes indeed, Focus. The south here, the Starstorm going to town here on the right from the Pathfinders. The MD42 and the G45s are making incredibly short work here of the Americans. They go down to 1 man on each squad here. Even popping the shock assault ability. Pathfinders somehow survived that. That is incredibly lucky there for Evil Dead. We got Airburst Shelty trying to keep the Germans from advancing towards the center victory point here. Vilbins firing at more passing aircraft here. And Crusader going for the Jaegers there. Vilbin looking for easy targets, easy prey. Martyrs though being dispatched. Tiger tank looks like it's going to hold in to assist the Vilbin as the Crusaders beelining straight forward here. Glasc clearly not anticipating his Vilbin become a target there of British armoured aggression so close to his own base. Which of course is a mistake, but there go Martyr to a potential rescue there. No. Oh, it actually somehow saves it. First by keeping the Crusader from sticking around for too long. That close call. Of course, probably help Focus at research grenades, and I don't think he actually has. Oh, he actually has, but didn't have the munitions. In the south here, we got the 17-pounder gun supporting, shoring up here. Evil Dead slightly flanking flank here. As Toxic Grenadier pushing forward to the Panther. The Panther 4. Panzer Grenadiers, the Starsturm, I imagine, are back home getting a bit of rest. Then we got a sniper out for Evil Dead. He actually went for sniper here. That's why I went for the weapon support center, though. I don't know what the sniper's waiting for. Got a flank here, though, but that's been caught by Wirbelwind and the MD-42 halting. Focuses flank over to Toxic Grenadier there. Panther knocked out by the 17-pounder gun. So much going, the Toxic Grenadier just apparently missed his Panther being shot at by the British biggest anti-tank gun. And the Panzer gun is almost getting wiped out by the Sherman. Pack 40 there to the rescue. Now the Panther out for Toxic Grenadier. Panzer gun is about to get wiped out. Both scores, in fact, close to that. German force back. Sniper creeping up again. In the center there, Tiger tank with flak support. Forcing off the English there. We got a Matilda hiding behind the ruins and... soon to be ruins, I guess. Up north here, we got a Sappers busy at the Crusader. We got machine covering up the point here again. A lot of action up north so far. And the Germans are taking out a victory point. 17-pounder gun being positioned very good. We got Vespers as an option here for Toxic Grenadier. They really should pull back these Panzer Grenadiers. It'd be an absolute waste here of manpower, experience, and of course just good German soldiers. Looks like another Jaeger squad here for Glasc. Yes, indeed. Did they lose one, or did they just decide to go for, like, more Jaegers? Yeah, they decided to go for 4 Jaeger squads. Something more strength here from the 2nd Jaeger Company. Attached to the 26th Panzer Division. We got 120 versus 14. Samson Quad 42 there, and the center Matilda roaming forward here, catching the flank. We got the Marder there responding to the Matilda. There's a 17-pounder gun covering the Matilda. And we got more supply drops here by the looks of it from Evil Dead. So many supply drops. Flank here for the Route Squad, Bazooka Finder and the Panther 4 Veteran G2. 6-pounder gun setting up. And up north here, another engagement breaks out between foot guards and Jaegers in the northern farms here, east of Pachino. Forcing away here some of the Jaegers, the foot guards going to town here with the Thompson submachine guns. Massive 50-round drum magazines attached to them. Crusader striking in, and he actually went for a punch trick on the final Jaeger squad, interestingly enough. Southeast Germans launching assault here. Panzer Grenadier, Starstorm Spear in the effort backed up by the Panther 4 and the Panther. Well, as long as the Panther 4 can support them, Sniper is actually getting some kills off here, though I'm not entirely sure what the Sniper's intended target is, except maybe the Starstorm. It's such a strange move here by Evil Dead. At least I don't quite understand. We got another bombing run in here. On the point here, willing just to expend so many munitions just to keep the Germans away there. People instead firing away there. And meanwhile, up north here, we got a breakthrough attempt here by Glasc. But we got the Marder, they're hitting mines, suffering heavy damage, gets knocked out by Crusade. We got the Wirbelwind, the Jaegers, and the Tykes and push onwards. This does mean if they push hard here against Toxic Grenadier, could be in trouble at the same time if they're a bit sluggish here. This could be a great breakthrough attempt to the north. They could force the outer to defend more here if they're not careful. Toxic Grenadier in the south will continue to hold the line here. Over to Glasc. 37, yes, they're making the attempt, but they need to make the attempt. They need to break through and catch the Allies off guard. We've got 31 left here. Grenades being exchanged here. 2 sections almost wiped out. That was so close. Up north, the German forces break through. Anti-machine has been cleared up with the Wirbelwind and the advancing Tiger, which hit another mine. They're down to 22. In the center there, Wirbelwind with Jaeger support. Moving on the center, south side. Sniper, they're still hiding out there. Toxic Grenadier needs to do something as soon as well. The other shift towards the center or push hard in the south. But the current state of affairs, I think, is not sustainable at all. 17-pounder gun firing. Shermans, Hellcats racing into Toxic Grenadier southern flank here. Panther turning around. Northern Victor point grab there. Center 1 render neutral. Buying the Germans needs a bit more time here. And further south here, Starstorm and Panther Grenadier ripping through on Evil Death route squads. Push too far there. Push his luck beyond the breaking point. Now we got some Panzer Grenadiers with a BAR. Look at this, Helmut. Yeah, very nice. Why wouldn't you use your Sturmgewehr instead? I'm not actually sure. And we got more supply drops there in the south from Evil Dead. The Wirbelwinds just keep slamming away there with their 4 20mm autocannons. Crusader going for flank, Tykes instead with a damage engine. Ace Crusader here going in, bravely looking to take out the Tiger tank. In the center there, moving on the north, going for the victory point here. Trying to grab the southern one as well here. Crusader diving deeper at the flak 30 there. South here, trying to grab the point, strand of neutral, thus mildly succeeding for Toxic Grenadier. Pushing the center as well. The Germans are in a frantic situation here. Flak cleared up with the Crusaders. Counter tank towards the northern victory point here. We got 15 versus 291. Jaegers rushing in there to buy time. And it's over to Evil Dead here.
They can't hold much longer. They're down to
289 versus 15. 14. Panthers winning here. I think Toxic Grenadier realizing that right now the Americans are so dug in by the southern victory point. Actually makes more center shift northwards. And we got another carpet bombing run towards the center there. Trying to forestall here. Toxic Grenadier making a run for it. Oh dear. Dodging it. Southern State being shot down. Oh, what is this? An aircraft. They actually shot down an aircraft. They shot down a bomber. And not only that, but they actually modeled the bomber for once. Wow. But the Vietnamese actually took down a bomber. Oh god, but now the Americans realize they dug in too hard here. I mean, they got a mortar blitz and other stuff. They actually have to like move the force towards the center there. And this could work out here for Toxic Grenadier if he doesn't mess up. They're down to 9 points. Starsturm, Panzergers, Maschinengewehr and Panzers. Now we got here Evil Dead realizing a mistake, rushing him. It could cause him to make a mistake. They does to him. We got now focused to move to assist him there. Tiger tank assisting now. Hellcat, they're dove in too hard. Got a mistake here by Evil Dead. And the Hellcat goes down. Panther rhyming as well here. 17-pounder gun setting up. And we got a German incendiary bomb run here from Glasc on the 17-pounder gun. Got response there. Panther will take nasty hits. British forces are going to get caught here in the bombing as well. Oh dear. And the 17-pounder group burns up, but not before they knock out the Panther force. Sappers being demolished. And we got artillery calling in. I think that is from Mechanized there. People have been moving in too close against Matilda. Tank arriving. 17-pounder gun gone alongside quite a bit of other stuff, I suppose. Southern point a bit more exposed now. Could be rushed by the Germans, I suppose. We've got 280 versus 9. Up north here, Jaegers pouring in there. We got a machine gun there. Vic is covering the northern victory point. We got munitions caches further up north. From Focus. Ace Starstorm continue to hold the center. They're doing their part for Deutschland. I do feel like some more Starstorm we could have here, though I imagine you might all just want to go for more Panthers, but no, it goes for the Sturmpanzer. Okay, over to Focus. Who's actually taking quite some heavy losses now between the push up north and then like the desperate counterattack towards the center. Focus has really suffered heavily.
The enemy has our victory point.
Needs to reorganize, needs to replace the losses, obviously, and get out some more tanks too. 260 versus 9. I think the guy definitely got some room to work with it. Of course, not too much either, but he needs to be careful, like, not to make any more short-term like decisions. Because I do feel like probably one reason he's lost so much, like, they were so close to winning, he felt like he just, like, you know, make some short-term trades and go through. But again, that's actually one of those little traps you can fall into. You actually end up taking more losses than you need to and just actually shut yourself out of potential win, or at least make it much, much harder. More supply drops. Allies now converging around the south here, at least. Center for now, banned to the Germans alongside the north here. Up north here, Ace Wirbelwind. Possibly the one that actually took out the bomber. Flanking the Matilda and actually getting some shots at the closer ranges for the side armor. Possibly the rear armor, more like the rear armor, I suppose. Tiger tank Marder moving in here. We got another 17-pounder gun here for Focus, though. As is Matilda 2, there is in some pretty deep Salisbury stake. Being pursued here by the Tiger tank. One more shot from the Tiger. And that Matilda 2 is gonna go down. Pop goes that weasel. Stinging blow there to Focus. Now a lot more is resting on the shoulders of Evil Dead. Go down the Starstorm. We got an Ace Unfamiliar Sherman, by the way. You don't see that a lot. Then again, you don't see Ace Fieldmans a lot either. Sturmpanzer in the center here. Starstorm being caught, and we got another carpet bombing run. We got airburst shells. Machines about to get wiped out here. Sturmpanzer there, engaging the foot guards. Wait, did another aircraft? Yes, another aircraft crashed down into the hinterlands behind the German base. Wow, Wow, that Wirbelwind! Really angling for that Iron Cross first class. But Jürgen, you're not supposed to be able to hit medium bombers with this gun. Well, that's because you're not trying hard enough. Clearly it's the attitude of that one flak gunner, that's for sure. Over to Toxic Grenadier now. With his Panther's machine guns. He's lost his testosterone? Oh no. We got 9 points left over the Germans. They're holding on there. They're knocking down American bombers. And, you know, other stuff there, but they're still in a pretty awkward position here. Pampering forwards, close to it, you almost got the Hellcat. 17 pounder guns out. We got there, got the Hellcat, got multiple anti-tank guns. Slamming into the Panther. Need smoke. Need ah, great. No! Got knocked out. Turrets and flying here. Beaming Toxic Grenadier out without any tanks. Keine Panzer. Oder Starstruppen. But Glasc does have the Ace Tiger tank here. Panzer Grenadier Ace about to go up. Do get a Bungram 17 pounder gun here. Pack 40 wiped up. We got an ambulance nearby. Tiger tank just shrugging it off here. Almost takes out the ambulance with a single hit. In the south here, German troops being called here until we got Wreckage Sec to take out the Grenadier squad here. And we got the Wirbelwind shooting at something. Panzer Grenadier Ace is catching a Wreckage section. And we got the sniper still at it. Close to 52 here. Artillery called in another Sturmpanzer for Toxic Grenadier. No Panzers apparently. And that machine gun is caught in an airburst hell and is wiped off the face of this map, tragically enough. So many fastened trucks coming about. For those wondering, this is a Canadian truck that was used by the Commonwealth forces during the Second World War. Fun fact, they even had a bigger version of that one. And looks to be another Marder for Glasc. Interesting enough, Glasc now went for like a Panzer company at all. I do think that double Marder Wirbelwind, they kind of earned it. In particular, that Wirbelwind there that's just knocked out 2 medium bombers.
Heavy assault gun is standing by.
Or maybe this one. It is actually both ace level. Apparently that one actually got some friendlies killed somehow. Oh, God. Okay. In the south here, Panzer right here with the Gurkhas, not foot guards. More aircraft dropping in supplies here. Probably more munitions for another bombing run. It's clearly Evil Dead is just betting all on it. Even as, like, you know, he's losing medium bombers to the Wirbelwinds. And it's out to Glasc.
Brace yourselves. We are down to only 10 points.
9 points, still best 134 of the Americans. 17 pounder going at it. Good shot on the Tiger tank. Men of the 82nd here supporting a sniper as they push towards the south. A frantic defense here and desperate defense at Southern Point. Up north at Glasc, they're catching a wreckage section there with the Wilhelm Jaegers occupying the outbuilding. 17 pounder gun getting out. Then further north here, we got Evil Dead with Focuser trying to flank around, but then he's found a machine gun and the Jaegers are covering the victory point. And of course, a Wirbelwind reserve. There's even like a flamethrower just lying in the fields. I'm sure that'll be a confusing find for an archaeologist. Panzer gun is being fought here, catching the sniper there. Rushing in for the fatherland. We got parachute now with light machines coming up here. Could force, or should force the Panzer back, but interesting enough, he's not retreating. I don't know why he didn't retreat, honestly. That feels like such a strange move there by Evil Dead. Perhaps it's just stress. We got a bunker up here. It's actually a repair bunker from Glasc. Don't see those a lot. Meanwhile, up north here, we got a attack by Glasc here pushing him. We got blitzkrieg with the Wirbelwind and the Marder and the Tiger tank. And truck down there, 17 pounder gun deep trouble. Wirbelwind. We got artillery strike here. A hell of a push here from the Germans here against the British and the Americans. And we got another car bomber run trying to take out the Tiger tank. And I think another bomber might have gone down. Is it just my imagination? No, apparently not. But all the way though. Good lord. A Sherman there. Spalway still at it. Panzer has been apart. Evil Dead counter tank towards him. Got 9-102 here. This match is just bananas. A good kind of bananas. Sturmpanzer withdrawing here. Surprised we're not seeing like any more regular Panzers out of the Toxic Grenadier. British, American force here, launching an all-out assault in the center that they want it, no matter the cost. Jaegers taking pump. We got airburst shells here. We got the Tiger tank. Marder's fighting back here. Actually, not the Tiger tank. That's a bit further back than he repairs. We still got the Ace Whirlwind. We got the Marders here. We got Jaegers fighting a desperate fight to keep the center big point clear, but they're getting caught by airburst shells, being caught by Gurkhas. They're being caught by all manner of nasty things. Oh, it's Evil Dead here. 86 versus 9. The pressure is rising like a pressure cooker. We got more tanks. We got Hellcats now for Evil Dead. We got another Crusader there for Focus. We got the 17-pound gun still at 100 farming machine. They're being repaired. Slamming into the Jaegers. Ace building forwards there. Focus fire. Southern victory point there. The Germans managed to creep up. He tosses a grenade. He sneaks in the grenadiers here. Past the wreckage. Past the craters. Most of Pachino Center has increasingly been leveled. North side. Bit of quiet again here. And there you go, 100 farm machine. The Jaegers using the flare to spot it for the Martyrs. 2 thumbs up. Nice combo here for Glasc. Wrecking the 100 farm machine. Quite the blow there to Evil Dead, as that one was definitely doing some work in the south. So frantic American counterattack here towards the southern victory point. Grenadiers need to retreat though. But there you go, Panzer Grenadiers flanking the 2 anti-tank guns. Could even go for the 17-pounder gun here. 59 versus 9. Only a 50-point difference now. Less than that. Up north here, rushing for the northern victory point. A quick swing here. We got the Ace building the ramming here. Engaging the Crusader at point-blank range. Getting some shots for the rear armor. Recce section moving in. Then we got the troops of machine gun wiping out the good hit. Air Hellcat moving in. And yeah, blitzkrieg is being utilized by Glasc. Realized what's going north here. Rushing in the tank destroyers. Rushing in the Tiger tank. The Martyrs. The building's being rushed out there. We got 39 versus 9. Rush in the center. Southern point being reclaimed here. Everything is hanging in the balance here. Any decision here could win or lose the game. Martyrs, Spielmans, rushing from the north there. Crusaders engaging. Tiger tank charging in here. Guns blazing. It misses. We got the 2 points off of the Allies grab. We got 36 versus 8. Will they try and hold? Will they retreat? We got 7 points left for the Germans. Captain takes the bullet. Recce section's about to get wiped out as well here. 5 points left. 4 points left. Oh, God. Jaegers defend the center point. We've got 3 points left. 2 points left. He's using breakthrough. Good use there. 2 thumbs up. So many players, I think, would actually slip at this moment and forget this ability existed, but not Glasc. Glasc remembered and pressed that damn button. 2 thumbs up to Glasc here. 36. 2 points left. Till they found the Panzer Grenadier. The Germans held narrowly. We got another Panther out for Toxic Grenadier. We got the Ace Tiger. We got the Ace Whirlwinds. This match has just been absolutely magical. Panzer Grenadier moving in here. Ambulance caught there, about to go down. Jaegers counter-tank towards the center here. We got 24 versus 2. Do the Allies have anything left in them? Apparently the sniper does. 17-pounder gun fires at the infantry. Home to get an lucky shot. 20 versus 2. Like, if the Allies can just manage one more, like, quick grab, there they got this massive artillery strike. Again, 17 versus 2. 16 versus 2. Sure, the humidity is definitely making this tougher to cast, but it's worth it. Rest assured. 13 versus 2. 12 versus 2. Dropping in on the point. We got barbed wire being done. We got a machine gun bunker being prepared here. A last-ditch attempt here by Evil Dead. Dropping in the men. But not even directly on the point. But only right in front of all the German guns. 7, 6, 5, 4. There you go. GG. Well played. Game over. Holy smokes, that was an absolutely breathtaking match. I mean, in some regards, it felt, at least to me, non-meta. At least I know what quite the meta looks like in high-level 2v2, but I don't think it involves Ace of Whirlwinds, Martyrs, and, you know, machine gun bunkers, all that sort of stuff. They're like, again, they took down 2 bombers. Like, so many back and forth moments, so many great pushes there with Blitzkrieg. I mean, that's the thing really worth finding out the Glasc. He, I suppose she, really made great use of those abilities like Breakthrough, but also Blitzkrieg, like just making great pushes or reacting quickly to an allied push there to hit back at it, also using Breakthrough right there to claim true victory right on the edge. Like, so many players I find come to these abilities kind of forget about them. You know, push comes to shove, but Glasc had an absolutely steady under fire approach and just popped it. 2 thumbs up there. I think MVP there of this match goes to Glasc. Of course, Gren did well as well, but I feel like Tom's could have been more flexible, perhaps made better use of his abilities and, you know, had more stuff to him. But overall, really good match. Well played by all 4 players involved. I mean, this was just an all-star match there, and so it would have been possible, like, you know, I think with anyone else. Just absolutely brilliant match. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something from this, because I think there's a lot to be learned from here. And of course, just a lot to be enjoyed. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, share, subscribe. Of course, consider supporting the Propagandacast by donating or Plectra on Patreon. Links in the description. This has been Pro Links, and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting match. Bye, everyone.